Now you have passed your exam. Have you told your managers that, hey, I passed my exam and now give me the permanent job? Now they have increased the level for even CPNRE and FBN exams, right? Like they have raised the bar, a little bit. Like there are so many students who have actually studied here in Canada and from Canadian colleges, and they still end up failing CPNRE and FBN exams. Colleges are amazing. They're teaching you wonderful, beautiful things, but sometimes they don't exactly train you for what you can see in your exam, right? So that makes a huge difference. Huge congratulations. And then what was your feeling when you saw? Like, did you get an email or like did it just popped up or what happened?
Yeah, I received email and it says like from NSE, and I'm like, okay, let's have a look. Like, I wasn't expecting. So when I see that email, yeah, I was really shocked, surprised. I wasn't expecting when I gave my exam. Actually, it was online.
That is amazing. And what was your experience? So when you were writing the CPNR exam, right?
Yeah.
How was it? Did you find it difficult? Like how, whatever you want to share.
So actually, when we were actually, I joined the ELO program. So there, they were giving us login to the yardstick. So yardstick is like similar pattern for the exam, like how CPNRE comes. That was like just getting familiar with the software, but the actual exam it was like a bit difficult than the questions that I was doing there. So all your material helped me actually. All I still remember because in that exam they were not saying that we will receive we will have any questions regarding case studies, difficult case studies where we will get manifestations and we have to critically think about like what would be the option for the diagnose.
Yes.
I wasn't expecting in CPNRE, but yeah, it was a bit bit leveled.
Yes, so now they have increased the level for even CPNRE and FBN exams, right? Like they have
Yes, they
raised the
have.
bar, a little
Yeah,
bit.
all
And
that
then will you
beneficence, all those kind of statements. I'm like, oh my God, thank God that I read it, that I prepared to
right?
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Gurpinder, that's why it's so true. Like there are so many students who have actually studied here in Canada and from Canadian colleges, and they still end up failing CPNRE and FBN exams. And the reason is like sometimes colleges are amazing. They're teaching you wonderful, beautiful things, but sometimes they don't exactly train you for what you can see in your exam, right? So that makes the huge
Yeah.
difference,
Yeah, and
right?
especially when we are from, India or other countries where our language is not first language is not English, so we don't know the, actual meaning of those statements or those, words. So it's
Yeah.
good actually that you taught us everything in detail, every single thing that you taught me. I just, attended your classes, and then I whatever notes I have made, I was, studying through or just going through them whenever I get time because I was working. I am working side by side. So
Right, right.
you get tired, you don't get much time, and especially long term is very tired when you work there in long term.
Gurpinder, just for our audience, like where do you live? And and give us like a little bit of your background. Where did you study in India?
Actually, I'm in from Haryana, Karnal, from India. I studied in government college. That was actually Government General Hospital. Now it is known as Kalpana Chawla Government Hospital.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
so
Kalpana Chawla
I
is amazing.
Yeah, so I studied there. Actually, I did GNM from there for 3.5 years. So after that, yeah, I just practiced only for hardly 1.5 years. So and then I came here in Nova Scotia since moved to Canada. I moved in 2018 in Canada. Since then, I'm still in Nova Scotia. Now I'm in Halifax. I'm in Halifax and
Nice.
Bedford. Yeah, you can say Halifax. So
Nice. I'm gonna come see you in Halifax, Nova Scotia, right? And
yeah, you
this is the
should.
beautiful thing about Nova Scotia. If you wanna share with the audience, that Nova Scotia gives you temporary licenses actually for both RN and RPN, right? So if you guys qualify, we
Yes.
call them as a conditional license, right? And
Yeah.
then you guys can actually go start working in the hospital, see that setting, right? So that is like really, really amazing. So
Yeah.
when you were working on conditional license as LPN, did you see any challenges, Gurpinder, or any thoughts about that?
Yeah, it's the transition is actually, I would say it's it's hard for me. It was hard journey starting that, because in India the practice is very different. So when you were teaching us, you were giving us the hints, here and there, that that's how you have to do your practical in Canada. And I was okay imagining myself that, oh my God, we were not used to do it in India.
Yes.
We just go and do the IVs, and we don't care about all that aseptic techniques. Eh, I'm honestly saying that here it is so hard. You have to think about that. You have to keeping in mind that yes, you have to
Hmm.
come clean and all those things, zigzag and all. And these questions actually came in CPNRE, that how you gonna clean,
Yes.
what is Z tracking, so all that questions. So yes, it was hard for me, the transition. And you know especially with when you go, you here in with the Canadian nurses, I am a bit scared to work with them, because they are all trained here. They are since they are starting, and I am like, okay, um, I don't know what how to do the butterfly. I have no
Hmm.
idea how to do butterflies, because we don't know, we don't do there. We just simply do the IVs. We just simply take the blood, the blood samples and all. Here it's a bit different. So I'm glad that you were giving us hints, and I joined this transition program, which is helpful for me. And
Right.
yeah, so I'm actually happy that I am, joining this program. But I would say that please open some classes here so that you can give us some practical hints, practical too, because um, working as an RN, I'm still scared to go in
Yes.
hospital and work as RN.
And thank you for saying that, because, sometimes people have mixed opinion, like, people would say something, but I think you are absolutely right. Hands-on skills training is very important, right? I know
Yeah,
sometimes people would say, oh, you're going to get the hands-on skill anyways when you're in the hospital, but then you forget, when hospitals, they hire you, you are hired as a trained nurse,
yes,
right? So they have an expectation from you. But when you go learn skills in a setting where you can go make mistakes, that's a separate story.
yeah.
You know that your teachers are there to guide you, and you're not going to make a mistake, right? Now you have passed your exam. Have you told your managers that, hey, I passed my exam and now give me the permanent job? So tell
Yes,
me more about it.
I have sent an email. Yeah, so I haven't heard back from them yet, because the email says from Nova Scotia that you can still continue working on your conditional license once it's expired, and then my full license will activate. I'm waiting for that. I want my raise.
I
Actually.
am, yes, so proud of you. And that's very good. We are talking about it. Do you want to tell the audience the difference between, like, what's the salary difference when you're working on a temporary license as an LPN versus when you get the full license?
So, if you are working in any long-term care facility, then you will get normal wages like from 24 to 28 based on your experience and your skills. And if you have, and then you have limitations too, that you cannot work by yourself. You have to have some RN on your to be watched. Any type of first time catheterization or IVs or any type of procedure you're going to do, you have to get the competencies, and that you have to do under RN or supervisor 3 times. So that's the difference. And every time you think like, oh, I know, please just let me go do it, but it has to be done.
Right. And I think here I want to address something very special, right? I know everybody wants to become an RN, right? And then
Yeah,
everybody is like moving. Every IEN has the same goal, right? But I want to say, Gurpinder, I'm very proud of you that you broke this journey into steps. So you
yeah,
decided to become RPN first, and then I know eventually you will also become RN, right?
yeah.
100%. But now, can you please tell the audience that why it's a good idea, that it's okay to become RPN first. There is no harm.
Yeah.
Like, if you are feeling that RN is challenging, you cannot do that exam, right away. So RPN is a beautiful option. So tell us something more about it.
So yeah, everyone here in Nova Scotia too, if you will go and see, everyone is like, I want to be RN, I want to get RN license. And now here in Nova Scotia, I would particularly say about Nova Scotia that we have so many RNs here available, that if you go to a hospital or any setting to be hired as RN, they would ask like, do you have RPN or CPNRE? Have you cleared that? Because as RN they have to pay more, and they already have. So they, RNs have to do administrative work. So RPNs are more hands-on practice too. So when I joined, I was thinking to do RN, but then I'm like, okay, the transition will be hard for me. So let's, as you said, break it in two parts. So that is actually good, because if you, it's not that you have, it's not like you are not doing as RN, you have more responsibilities. No, you are doing the same. It's just the title of your, of your job, that you are RPN or RN. It's just little bit of change, that you are more doing in administrative or paperwork, or you are more authorized to do the, with the doctors, but it's the same journey at the end.
And you have wonderfully said it, because sometimes some people, they have it in their brain that, oh my God, like RPNs are inferior, RNs are superior, right? There is
No,
nothing like
no,
that.
it's just
Rather,
a
you are absolutely right that RPNs are more hands-on. You
yes,
get to do with
yeah,
more skills. So it's
yes,
always a good idea. And now you have already seen how the nurses they work.
yes.
Now
There
you
is
know
no
all the
difference
hierarchy.
between
Now you can
RN
easily
or
pass
R.
your RN,
Yeah,
right? No, Gurpinder, I'm
yeah,
very proud of you, and this is called as making realistic goals in life, right? So there are some, so this podcast is very important for all the people who are listening to us. They are still struggling to pass their RN. There is no harm. You do your RPN first, secure one license, and
yeah,
then you move on your journey into your next part of it, right?
yeah.
So
You
now,
have the
Gurpinder,
same
I
knowledge.
know you have lots of potential. You don't want to stop at RN. I think you're gonna become nurse practitioner.
Oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you so much for believing in me. But yeah, as you said, I'm doing it like, step by step. So first, I will get more confident in my RPN. Actually, I'm thinking to get a specialization in wound care. I don't know. I have that passion about wound care. So
No, you're gonna do it. You're gonna rock the show. I am 100%, sure about it. So, any last words or messages for the audience?
I would say that don't hesitate to, go for RPN. It's at the end you have the same knowledge. You are the equally qualified nurses. It's just the title. Don't think that, oh, this is RPN, I want to be an RN. No, if you are thinking that you are, you don't get RN right now, or like you don't want to, go for the bigger step, go for RPN and then go for LPN, for RN, and then eventually you will be practitioner nurse, or some specialized nurse. So that's what I want to say. And thank you for all the knowledge that you share with us. You are so kind, giving all the tips, tricks, guru mantras.
Thank you
Very
so much
helpful. Yeah.
for trusting us. It means a lot when students they put a trust in FBNPC. We carry that huge accountability on our shoulders that we want to do our best, for our students,
Yeah.
and we feel so proud that every single day our students are not just getting licenses, but they're also getting jobs, and that gives us sense of accomplishment. So I want to say
Yeah.
thank you so much, Gurpinder. Congratulations, and once again, we are all very happy for you and looking forward. You settle down in this journey, and we want to see you as RN as well pretty soon.
Thank you
Okay.
so much.